Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today is a pretty fucking episode. I cannot believe that I'm going to be interviewing Samantha Mathis. She's probably the biggest star I've had on this podcast, and I'm going to interview her today. I'm just so excited. I met her last year at a convention, and it was a pretty awkward experience because my brother was with me, and he was fawning over her and stuff because she was one of his biggest crushes back in the day and everything. But I'm going to have her on the show today. I can't believe it. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm going to talk to her about Pump Up the Volume, Super Mario Brothers, a couple other movies, including a couple of her newer ones that are out now. Including one that's coming out today, as a matter of fact. And yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I can't believe it. I mean, she was huge back in the 90s, and she's having a huge resurgence. Not that she ever went away or anything, but it's still a resurgence. So, yeah, here is my interview with Samantha Mathis. Hi, Samantha.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine.
It's such an honor. I thank you for your time today.
Absolutely. I'm glad we can make it work.
Yeah. You know, I met you last year at Monsterpalooza in Pasadena.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Fun one.
What's that?
That was a fun one. I like being at that convention. It's a good con.
Oh, yeah. I went to your table. My brother was with me. He was a little intoxicated from having a couple morning cocktails, and he told you that you were his second movie crush after Molly Ringwald, and you said, "Oh yeah, you gotta love Molly Ringwald."
So I handle easily. What you're saying?
Yeah. But he's doing.
I mean, who doesn't love Molly Ringwald? She was the ultimate girl when we were all growing up. Absolutely, she was the first. It was like there was Molly, and then there was Winona, and then I came along. Like, you know, there's just certain. It's like. Anyway, yes, Molly Ringwald, of course, she's iconic.
Oh.
So did you get to see the movie?
Which movie?
Oh, are we not talking because I have a movie coming out today?
Oh, yes. I haven't seen the movie yet, but we are going to get to that in a little bit. But
okay.
I wanted to go back to the beginning. Growing up as the daughter of the amazing actress Bibi Besh and the granddaughter of Gusty Huber, did you know early on that you were going to act as well?
I did. I mean, it was not encouraged by either my mother or my grandmother. Quite the opposite. My mother really had me jump through a series of hoops to prove that I really wanted it. You know, she at that point had a 20-plus year career and knew, you know, the peaks and valleys and the highs and lows and all the heartbreak that comes with a career as an actress. So she made me, you know, sort of prove myself. I started begging her to be a professional actor at the age of 13. And she was like, yeah, no, that's not happening. I want you to have a childhood. But by the time I was 16, I'd worn her down and sort of proven to her that it wasn't a passing sample.
Yeah.
And got really lucky and got a job 2 months later. So, I mean, I don't know really any differently. I grew up at base camps and on sound stages and in theaters. Mm-hmm. Mother raised me as a single mother most of my life. So I went with her where the work was, or eventually went with her, you know, after school. And I've been a gypsy my whole life.
Yeah.
So I was to imagine doing something else.
Yeah, I was reading that she put you in a commercial when you were like very, very young for like baby products.
Well, that was not intentional. My mom took me to the audition. I don't know why she didn't leave me at home, but she was auditioning to be the mom in this mother and baby commercial, and they came out and said, that baby, we want that baby. And she was like, not without me, you don't get the baby. So they hired her. Yeah. It's a fabric softener commercial.
Mm-hmm. Did you do plays in school?
Can you hear me okay, Tommy?
Yeah. Did you do plays in school?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did a play in 6th grade. It was Fiddler on the Roof. And that's when I got bit by the proverbial acting bug. I knew that that's what I wanted to do.
So it was in 6th grade then. I remember when I was a kid, the first time I saw you, you were on the short-lived series Nightwatch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that show had a great cast. Benjamin Bratt, Calvin Levels, Harley Jane Kovac. My God, it was like a younger A-Team type show. You guys shot that up in Canada, right?
We did. We shot it in Toronto because, of course, anything that took place in New York City shot in Toronto at that time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was that a lot of fun?
Yes. Go ahead. Tommy, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you're cutting in and out. There's like long pauses, so I didn't know if you couldn't hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay.
So, was that show fun to do?
Yes, it was a huge life experience for me. I moved away from home. We shot in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
I was 18 years old. I just finished high school. I was in the company of really wonderful people who were mostly a few years older than me. Like you said, Calvin Levels, Harley Jane Kovac, and I actually shared a house together. Benjamin Bratt was in it. Catherine Keener was recurring on the show.
Wow.
It was a lovely collection of human beings, and I felt thrilled to play a part. She was a DJ and really into hip-hop music, as I was at the time. And I would say the only drawback to doing a show about basically the guardian angels is that means you're out at night. And we were shooting in Canada and Toronto in the winter. So that was certainly not glamorous and very challenging sometimes to be doing, scenes out in the snow in an alleyway at 4 a.m. But it was a great life experience. I have many fond memories of just being out in the world and sort of starting my career and being in Toronto, which despite the cold I really love, has become like a second home. I've worked there so much.
Awesome. And then you broke through with Pump Up the Volume, which is like one of my brother's favorite movies of all time. Are you just astounded at how much of an impact this little movie has had, like almost 30 years later?
I mean, it tickles me to know that it means something to people, and I can understand why it does. I was young myself when we made that movie, and it spoke to a level of teenage angst, and confusion, and disillusionment with adult society that, John Hughes movies always did.
Right.
Just did it in a new way. And so if I hadn't been in it, it would have been a movie that I would have loved, And so I know that for people of a certain age, that was a seminal movie for them. And it just makes me happy that it still means something to people. And I was thrilled to be a part of it then, and I'm honored that people still acknowledge my work from it now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've done a lot of great movies, but is this one of those roles that you consistently get recognized for the most?
I would say it's one of the top ones, for sure. conventions, but in general, when people say, "Oh my God, you were Princess Daisy. I love Super Mario Brothers," because of course that's not really considered to be a good movie, but you know, it holds a place in people's hearts as in a nostalgic way, as a movie they saw when they were children. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not necessarily one of the ones that I'm like, "Oh, great! No, I'm so happy you love that." But I'm happy that it means something to people, you know?
Right.
It's always nice to know your work lives on in people's minds and hearts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I interviewed Cheryl Pollack several months ago, and she's an interesting girl. She told me...
How is Cheryl Pollack doing?
Oh, she is great. She's back in L.A., and she's making documentaries.
Cool.
Yeah. She said she enjoyed working with you and Christian Slater. You worked with Christian Slater again on Broken Arrow years later. Did you see a change in him between both movies? Because he hit it big after this one?
Well, I would say that I saw a change in him in as much as he very publicly got sober after Pumpkin Volume.
Mm-hmm.
So we were both more mature at 25 making Broken Arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and he was, not getting arrested. He did right after Pumpkin Volume. So
Yeah.
Christian to me is family. I mean, we've done 4 things together. His father was an actor on soap opera with my mother.
Huh.
60s. So, I feel a connection and a kinship with Christian that we may not see each other for years, and then we pick up right where we left off. I got to see him not too long ago. I went to the premiere of The Wife with Glenn Close, in which he played a supporting part of a journalist. And we gotta hang out, and we went to lunch and talked about life, and it was like we'd seen each other a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I love Christian. He's like a brother.
Oh, awesome. Now, I'm a stand-up comedian, and I love this movie you did called...
Are you hearing the sirens? I'm on the street in New York.
Yeah.
Sorry, it'll pass in a second. There they go. They're going by.
Okay.
I try to step into a hotel lobby and just sit down so it's not so windy. But you can go ahead and ask questions.
Okay. So, I'm a stand-up comedian, and I love this movie you did called This Is My Life with Julie Kavner.
Mm-hmm.
I think she does a great job in this movie because we've seen a lot of actors play stand-up comedians badly, like Robert De Niro in The King of Comedy or Tom Hanks in Punchline, but she really has a spark to her in this movie. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, honestly, in so many years. I can't speak really well and specifically about what her performance is like,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that Julie fully embraced that character, and I think, what made her so alive on stage was that she was channeling this woman's experience of being a single mother and having 2 girls, what it's like to start your life over and start dating, and so the comedy was, I guess as all good comedy is, it's really personally based, it's character based.
Mm-hmm.
From your life experience, that's what makes every comic unique. That's really good at what they do, and so her character, was talking from her own life experience and using it as a way to express herself. And Julie's amazing. And the whole cast, like when I look back at that, it's like, an unknown Joy Behar, an unknown Kathy and Jimmy,
Mm-hmm.
unknown but virtually,
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher,
Yep.
Dan Aykroyd, little Gabby Hoffman, like Nora assembled a pretty extraordinary collection of actors in that.
And Nora Ephron, I mean, she was one of the great writers.
Yes, she was. And one of the great ladies and human beings.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that was sad. Then, of course, the notorious disaster Super Mario Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've heard various stories that, there was tension between the directors and the cast, but did the cast get along with each other?
Yeah, the cast was great. We all got on like gangbusters, and I think, when you're doing something that's not with complications, you come together even more.
Mm-hmm.
And we made the best of it. It was a great collection of actors and people. And we were in Wilmington, North Carolina for 3 months, and we all had houses near the beach. And so we would just like try to, embrace all the goodness of the experience that we could, and try to make the work as good as it could be. But yeah, we all as a cast got along just fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still play Super Mario Brothers to this day. That was like one of my favorite games growing up. I thought the movie had some pretty good action in it overall. How did you get into the REM video Strange Currencies?
Michael and I were friends, and he asked. I mean, we became friends. We first met somewhere in 1991 or 92, and we became friends. And I think I'd even met Mark Romanek at that point. We hung out a lot, and and I said, "Oh my God, I love you."
Yeah, it's a sweet song. I think it has like a real like mid '60s Bob Dylan feel to it.
Yeah. Go back and look at that video. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday. It's got this nice like grainy black and white look to it. It's really cool.
I'm trying to remember the photographer who was recapturing imagery of a particular photographer that was his inspiration for the visuals in that video. I don't remember, but it might have been Robert Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely going for a specific aesthetic.
Mm-hmm. My favorite role you've done is in Sweet Jane.
Okay.
What attracted you to that role?
The challenges that it presented to me. It was a scary part to take on. It required me to do things I'd never done before.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the relationship in the movie between Joseph Gordon-Levitt and my character. And it scared me. And it was a really, complicated part to play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we want as actors, right? Is a new challenge. We're not bored. Something that stretches us and makes us grow and makes us play a different, something we haven't done before. So that was certainly something I had not done before.
Yeah, I was disappointed that you didn't get an Academy Award nomination.
Oh, gosh, I don't think anyone saw the movie but you. Like 5 people saw it, so
yeah,
that's very kind of you.
Oh, my pleasure. But let me ask you this though: have you ever realized that most of the movies that have Academy Award nominations or a nominated performance, most people never even saw those movies?
No, I mean, I think that Academy members have to see them.
Well, they do. They do, but the audiences don't. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, the things that predominantly that go for nominations are considered to be more art house movies that don't necessarily make it to the big,
yeah,
movie theaters across the country, or aren't the ones that are as appealing to audience goers.
Right. So recently, you did probably the first movie that Alan Rudolph has done in 15 years called Ray Meets Helen. And I haven't seen it yet, but you worked with a powerhouse cast: Keith Carradine, Sandra Locke, Jennifer Tilly, Keith David, Kim Wayans. What was that experience like?
Well, mostly I worked with Sandra, which was a dream. I mean, she is such a spectacular actress and has done such incredible work with Alan. I really came onto the movie because I'd always wanted to work with Alan. We'd always wanted to work together. I've been a fan of his since the late 80s, and it had just never worked out. There were a couple of times we tried to make it work, and it didn't. So this came along chance to work with him, to play in Alan Rudolph's sandbox. You know, it's such a specific kind of universe that he creates, and it's very collaborative as an artist, very free and like jazz in a way. We all riff off of each other and create these scenes. And so, I mean, I was made for no money. It was an uber independent movie, but like one of those things where you're only there. You're not there to get rich. You're there because you love the material and you love Alan.
Right.
And so that's why I jumped at the chance to do it. I mean, he's such an incredible artist, and I'd always wanted that experience. So.
Mm-hmm. Is he up there as one of the best directors you've ever worked with?
Oh, golly. I've been blessed to work with so many wonderful directors, so I couldn't say that. I mean, I'm not into rating. I can't say what my favorite part is or what my favorite director is. Like, just everybody and every role and every person I've worked with has brought something different to the table.
Nice. Yeah, I was glad to find out that he was back making a movie again because he'd been gone for so long. You know, I love his movies too. He did a lot of good movies.
Yes, he did.
So this new movie you have out today, it's called The Clovehitch School. It's a horror movie?
It's called The Clovehitch Killer.
Oh, I don't know why it says The Clovehitch School. I don't know, maybe because I was tired last night when I was doing my research, I accidentally wrote school.
No, there's a movie that I did called Boarding School, which came out a few months ago. This is a different movie. This is called The Clovehitch Killer, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
The Clovehitch Killer is a really creepy family-based thriller starring Charlie Plummer and Dylan McDermott and myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very proud of this movie. I think that Duncan Skiles, who made the movie based on Christopher Ford's script, I think he did a spectacular job. It is a deeply disturbing, chilling, and yet oddly funny at times movie. That there were moments that reminded me of American Psycho in that it's so disturbing. This movie is so disturbing that then suddenly there'll be something that's like wildly funny. But it's not a satire or a commentary on an era. It is very much about it's a young man's coming of age when he suspects that his father may in fact be this famous serial killer who's lain dormant for the last 10 years, named the Clovehitch Killer. And I play his mom.
Mm-hmm. You play his mom. And where did you shoot this at?
We shot it in Louisville, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be anywhere. It's really anywhere USA. They're a very all-American family. They're faith-based. They're church-going people. They're taking care of her special needs brother. They're involved in food drives for the needy in the community. Her husband is the leader of their son's Boy Scout troop. They're just like a solid, anywhere USA American family. But then they're not.
Yeah. Dylan McDermott.
And you'll have to see it. You'll understand more after you see it. So it's too bad you didn't get to see it before.
Yeah. No, I didn't even know it was out until just now and stuff. Dylan McDermott is in it. What's he like to work with?
Dylan is a lovely, charming, professional actor who plays a very different role in this. He's got Coke bottle glasses and a pooch of the stomach, and he's a very different character than we've seen before. So it was great to see him, creating that character, becoming that character. It's just very, very different from what we're used to seeing him do. Just so you know, we're scheduled to stop in 5 minutes, so I just want to give you a heads up. Oh
yeah, I know. Where's the movie going to be available at?
It's on IFC. It's streaming today, and it's in movie theaters in Los Angeles and New York. It'll expand to other cities next week.
Awesome.
I'm sure it's all the information mine.
Awesome.
And you can also go on my Twitter feed and see multiple tweets that I've done that IFC has done talking about the movie.
Awesome. Last year, I saw you on Creature Features in the Bay Area.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I talked to Vince this past weekend on the show. He was in character and he was very funny. I was amazed that you were on it because they get a lot of known actresses that like live locally in the Bay Area and stuff. And they're mostly like 80s horror actresses. But did they just seek you out for it?
They did. They just asked, and I said, sure, why not? Go to Northern California for a night.
Mm-hmm.
This funny, curious show. And what a just lovely group of human beings that are all involved in the show. So it was sort of like well, why not?
Yeah, it was pretty damn funny, I have to say. It was pretty entertaining.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Oh my God, I was on the internet looking for a really good movie picture of you to put on the thumbnail of this video, and I don't know, for some reason I ended up seeing a picture of your feet on the red carpet somewhere.
Just my feet?
Yeah, it was weird that it was on there and stuff.
Was it?
Go ahead.
Was I wearing shoes?
Oh yeah, you were wearing shoes. It was on the red carpet somewhere and stuff.
Okay.
Did you play sports when you were younger?
No, I didn't.
I was just curious because your toes were a little curvy.
I was a total art. Excuse me?
I said your toes were a little curvy. That's why I had to ask if you were an athlete, if you played soccer or anything.
Oh, no. Weird. Yeah, no. Maybe that's just years of wearing high heels because they're tall.
Yeah, those damn high heels. So the movie is called The Clovehitch Killer, and it's on IFC, you said, streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any upcoming projects you want to, any other upcoming projects to plug or convention appearances?
I don't have any convention appearances scheduled right now, but I am shooting currently on the series called Billions on Showtime. I started working on the show in September.
Mm-hmm.
So season 4 will air at some point, late spring, early summer of next year, and you can see me recurring on that.
Awesome.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm in New York and I'm currently shooting.
Awesome. God, you're busy. Yeah. You're a busy girl.
I'm very blessed. It's a good year. Things are. I'm feeling very, very lucky right now. Listen, I'm gonna have to jump off the phone. I have to get to another appointment. So,
yeah.
Any last question you want to ask?
No, I just want to say, Samantha, this has been such an honor. I hope to see you again at a convention next year. And I hope this movie is a success. And I hope you have happy holidays and a great day.
Thank you. You too, Tommy. You take care.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it. Samantha Mathis. Ain't she a sweetheart? Thank you so much, Samantha. I'm so glad that we got to have this talk and stuff. You're like literally the biggest star that I've interviewed on the show, and I'm so glad. You are awesome. I'm just so blessed. I can't tell you how blessed I am. I'm just so lucky when I do this podcast of all the people that I get to interview. I'm the happiest fanboy in the whole wide world. If you like this video, everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Add me as a friend on Facebook. Join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past because the present sucks. Later, dudes.